Hi there, AJ here. Thank you very much for watching this video. I've decided to make my most important video um, so far for my fellow coaches. Hope you watch, hope you learn. Today I want to share with you the number one problem why coaches are stuck and why coaches do not make the fair amount of income that they should, I believe. And the three ways, that's important as well, to solve it, and then also how to solve it, really the stepping stones toward the solution, towards implementing the solution. So that's for today. For those who don't know me, my name is Anne Johan Willemsen. I'm an executive coach for more than 15 years now. I'm an author of a book that just got released 2 months ago, From Poor Coach to Rich Coach. About my own journey, about how to it's really about how to grow your business. So that's what I do since last year, helping others to grow, because I believe you very easily can, because I've learned so much and I share the whole thing, all the insight that I learned with others. And it's going all over the world. It's going really well. I want to be transparent with you. This is not just a video itself, it's also a shameless plug, an intro for my masterclass, my 7P masterclass that I will give at the end of this month. So if you want to join that, let me know, just reply with the word masterclass, and then you get the information. And if you already want to have the workbook, also reply with masterclass, then we'll send you the link where you can already download the workbook and you can really work it through for yourself already. There's a lot of value, 21 pages in it, to really help you grow your business. The whole webinar is free. It will take 2 hours. It's a really roll up your sleeve kind of workshop where we really focus on execution and doing. For now, I'm going to tell you what the main reason is, the main problems is what keep coaches stuck. There are hundreds of thousands of coaches in the world, very good ones. I've got really good coaches myself and mentors, and I still some of them still struggle, and that's not needed, especially if you're really good. The industry is growing 8% per year. It's the second fastest growing industry in the world, coaching and personal development. And still there are coaches who cannot make a decent income. So why? Well, I know, because I was one of them. I could not make good coaching income the first 7 years. I could not supply for my family. I was lucky that I had a wife who has a good job, who could provide. But after 7 years, that did not feel very comfortable, as you can imagine. So I had to step up. I found out it's not that difficult. I took a very long road, but in this book and this video, I will give you a shortcut, because the main problem is coming from what I call a limiting belief that keeps coaches stuck. Let's start with this limiting belief. What is this belief pattern that's behind the main problem that coaches have? The main limiting belief is that if I'm a good coach with happy clients, that's enough. The rest will come by itself. My income will follow. Things will be organized and I will happily live ever after. Well, that's a fallacy. If you get stuck in this belief, you do not see that the coaching business consists of two entirely different roles. There's the role of the coach, which is evident, and you need to be a good coach, but there's also the role of the business owner, the manager of the business, and that's you as well. But these two roles are entirely different, and you need to develop them both in order to become successful. You can decide to delegate that to others. The second role, being an owner, you can delegate to a coaching firm that you work under a flag of someone else. But that has some disadvantages as well, of course. So if you want to be an independent coach, you really can, but you have to develop them both. And I've written this book and make this video just to help you develop that one. It's not that easy. It's not that difficult, I would say. It's rather easy, but you need to know what to do when, in the right sequence, because otherwise you will get deluded, you will get lost. So that's where this video is about. The main problem, the three solutions, and how to implement these solutions. That's where this is about. So that's for today. And the main problem is that that you have to develop the two different roles, and the three solutions to this is the following. The three solutions to developing the role as a business owner is, in the first place, make a system that runs the coaching business for you. Yeah, that's the first one. I'll explain later a little bit more in detail. The second one is make sure you have a recurring coaching income month by month instead of a very volatile one. Yeah, that's make sure you make it more recurring. The third one is how can you measure progress? It will motivate your client, it will motivate and keeps you accountable, and it will motivate the sponsor of your client. These are the three solutions to the problem of making not a good enough coaching income and not having developed the role as a business owner or business manager. So that's the three things. The first one, create a system running the business for you. You are a coach, you're good at coaching, you like to coach, but you are distracted by a lot of other things you have to do to run the business. Privacy, rules, contracts, making appointments, bookkeeping, marketing, sales, all these things are involved in coaching, and you want to spend the least amount of time into this. Yeah, you want to really focus on the coaching itself, and you want to make sure that this is very much organized in a time efficient way so you can really focus on where you are at your best. So you can do it in a system like I did, very structured system where a lot of things are already done for you. Yeah, you can do full automation, automated system, or if you can afford it, you can have one or have a virtual assistant, for example, who can help you. But the system is the most time efficient way, an automation of it. Second one is interesting, is create a recurring monthly income. Most coaches make sometimes a lot, then a little bit more, and it is very volatile over the different months, over the different quarters, and that gives stress. And if money is on your mind, you cannot be a fully good enough coach. Yeah, it distracts. It's not something you want to have into the coaching relationship. Money has to be removed. People think poor coach, rich coach is about money. It's not about money, this book. It's about value. How do you create value for your clients? So money don't have to be on your mind, because that makes you a less effective coach. So make sure you implement a monthly recurring coaching income. And the third one is how can you measure progress with your clients? So it motivates you, keeps you accountable. Yeah? A happy client, a satisfied client is not enough. I promise you, it is kind of a delusion. You really want to see what the concrete effect is over time, not just for your client, but also for the environment of your client. And there are various ways to measure this progress. It's interesting for you, it's interesting for your client, and it is interesting for the sponsor of your client, who often pay the bill, which is an important stakeholder as well, as you can imagine. So these are the three different elements. Operating system, have a system running the business for you, make a recurring coaching income, and measure the progress throughout the lifetime and the relation with your client. These are the three interesting things. Well, of course, you want to implement this, so I'll share with you the steps how you can do so. But if you really want to do the steps and you really want to execute, then please don't just get stuck with the idea, but really start doing it. And I help you doing it in the masterclass, which I will give at the end of this month. It's called the 7P masterclass, and you can just reply with masterclass, and we'll send you the info and also the workbook. So what are the different elements that you can use for to be able to implement this, the 7 different elements? Well, there are 7 they all start with a P. It's called the 7 Ps. You see it at the left of me, the logo of it. The 7 Ps, step by step. There's a certain sequence in it, and they all make up a pyramid. So there's a basis, and then step by step you can build it up into a pyramid. And the quality of the different Ps determine the quality of your business. So that's very simple, very practical, and they all start with a P. They all start with practical, they are practical. And the first element is what I call the element of position. Who is your client? Not my client, not someone else's client. It's what is the ideal client for you. It all starts there. Who is it? Gender, age. What is the main problem you want to help solve? What are the psychological needs? Who is it? That it all starts there. Secondly, if you have this ideal client, what is the irresistible offer you can give him? And not just one, what are 3 at least packages where they can choose from and that you can deliver very easily? Transparent, simple, and also interesting commercially, because you can build up the different price points. You can build up the exclusivity, and you can make a basic offer a little bit more exclusive, and then a very exclusive offer, and it's very simple and very interesting for your client and for yourself to deliver. Once you have that, you can organize it, make it simple, make it stupid simple. We call it process, streamline it. Then price, that's an interesting one for coaches. Get away from hourly tariffs. That keeps you poor. It's not interesting for and relevant for your client. It does not reflect the value you provide. So get away from hourly tariffs. There are very other formulas you can use. I use a monthly membership. You can do 6-month membership, you can do a year membership, you can do performance-based pricing, you can do all kind of ways, but do not the hourly or the time-based pricing. That's my advice here. 5th one is proof. Make sure you measure the progress, monitor the progress. You can also do that in various ways. It does not have to be cold. It does not have to be very cognitive or whatever. Do something that you feel comfortable with, but make sure that you monitor it in some way or the other. 6th one, the very interesting one for coaching, is what I call pair. Pair says something about how do you manage the relation throughout the whole lifetime. The better you do that, the easier it is to do the marketing and sales. So manage the whole relationship deliberately throughout lifetime. And overall, in general, coaches go too fast in the beginning and they go too slow at the end. So there's a good way of managing the relationship. I described it in a whole chapter in my book, and I will come back to that in the masterclass. 7th one is, if you do the pair very well and you do the rest of the levels really solidly, then the marketing and sales is rather easy. But it's different. It's different than other services, marketing and sales of other services. So that's the last but not the least important one. So promote means marketing and sales, which is different because you have to be sold. You sell yourself as the product, as the service, which makes it different from other services, consultancies or other products. These are the 7 Ps. I hope you have an idea. I hope that you have maybe an epiphany, I don't know, I hope so, really good insights at least, but now make sure you implement them. And I will help you do so in the masterclass. So if you want to join the masterclass, then let me know, just say masterclass in the reply of this mail. We'll send you the workbook already and you can start working in it, and really hope to see you and really hope to help you then to make your business better. So you have more freedom as a coach, you have more meaning as a coach to help others, and to have more money, because that's also an element that makes it attractive to be a coach. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you end of this month. If you have any question, let me know, and see you. Thank you. Bye.